What if I were to tell you the new master race is PlayStation?
No! No!
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Miller Effect, a gaming news show inspired by Greg Miller, but hosted by me, Devontae Chisholm. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the sub button because we just passed 150 subs, and now we're on the road to 200. Now let's jump right into the news, because recall the other day when I told you that there were rumors of a Mafia 2 remaster coming just in time for the game's 10th anniversary. Well, 2K Games decided to do more than they promised, even though they didn't quite promise it because it was just a rumor at the time, and they're doing a Mafia trilogy. The announcement came with a trailer and some pretty screenshots, but the full reveal won't come out until May 19th. Now, I hated Mafia 3. Maybe hate is a strong word. I disliked Mafia 3, played bits and pieces of Mafia 2, and never once touched Mafia 1. So hopefully this remaster can fix what I didn't like about Mafia 3 and get me into the originals. Now in bigger news, and I mean way bigger news, Epic Games revealed Unreal Engine 5 yesterday, and no pun intended, the visuals were unreal. The tech demo was running on a PS5 and stands as the first and longest time we've ever seen gameplay from the mysterious console that only has a controller. Show us the box, you cowards. Now I want to explain why Unreal 5 is such a big deal, but there's so much developer speak in there that every time I look it up, I have to look up what things mean. So I'm just going to try to dumb it down for all of us. Basically, the engine uses photorealism similar to movie CG and real life. There's Nanite that frees up artists to create as much detail as possible, and Lumen, a fully dynamic global illumination solution. But what's extra unreal about Unreal 5 is that it was going to be showed off at GDC and the demo would be playable. Now, it's one thing to see it and hear from the people that were behind it and who made it, but to have my favorite games journalists go and get hands-on and then give me an unbiased description of what they experienced really sucks that we won't get that. But what doesn't suck is what Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney said about the PS5 hardware. Pulling from Matt Kim's write-up on IGN, Sweeney said the PS5 puts a vast amount of flash memory very close to the processor. So much that it really fundamentally changes the trade-offs that games can make in streaming, and that's absolutely critical to this kind of demo. This is not just a whole lot of polygons in memory. It's also a lot of polygons being loaded every frame as you walk around through the environment, and this sort of detail you don't see in the world would absolutely not be possible at any scale without these breakthroughs that Sony made. Sweeney says that Sony's storage architecture is far ahead of the quote, best SSD solution you can buy on PC today. So it's really exciting to see the console market push forward the high-end PC market in this way. So as if we weren't getting enough great news about the PS5 this week, now we're getting that it's more powerful than the most powerful PCs? I believe it. And at the same time, I don't. I know the SSD is really going to change things, and the SSD that is in like a high-end PC is different from the one that's going to be in a PS5, which is different from the ones that are going to be in the Xbox Series X. But really? So could the PlayStation 5, at least for maybe a year, maybe a couple months, be the new master race? At this point, I've heard so much about the specs and the internals and how powerful it's going to be. I'm hyped enough for that. Show me the box. I need to know how pretty it's gonna look next to my TV, you cowards. But alright guys, that's it from me. Comment down below what you think of the PlayStation possibly becoming the new master race, if you even care about that, because a lot of people don't nowadays. And that's it. I'll see you in the next one.